So again, I'm sure most of you guys know this when you clicked on this video, but this video, obviously contains spoilers. So if you haven't completed Marvel Spider-Man 2, what are you doing here, bro? Like, what the fuck? Why are you watching some fat kid on YouTube talk about Spider-Man? You gotta go complete the game. What I'm gonna be talking about in today's video is actually the recent report and rumor, which is not so recent because I actually made a video on this a couple months ago, which you guys seemed to really like, and that is the report that we will be getting a Venom video game developed by Insomniac, which will of course be a spin-off to the Marvel's Spider-Man game. Now, of course, there's a lot of rumors and reports going on this, about this a couple months ago. And there was rumors and reports saying that we were actually going to be getting to play as Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2. We, of course, do know that is actually true. We did, in fact, get to play as Venom. It was really awesome. The game mechanics created for him were really good, and the pieces are obviously there. So with a lot of things going on, a lot of fans took to Twitter and other social medias and started asking Insomniac, well, is a Venom game coming? And of course, Insomniac did actually decide to respond. And I think it just proves how awesome Insomniac games are as a company, because they actually went out and responded to the fans saying that, so here's what we're doing. We're focused on Spider-Man 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait to see how the fans react, said Senior Narrative Director John Piquet when asked about a potential spin-off starring Venom. We're going to listen to the fans and we're going to ask ourselves, okay, what do the fans really want? Of course, we want a Venom game. I think a Venom game would be absolutely sick. When we saw how awesome Venom was to, of course, play as, I just think you kind of have to now, especially if they're responding to the fans and they're saying, well, you know what, we're going to sit back and we're going to listen to fans and see what they want. Well, I think everyone and their dad is asking for a Venom game on social media. And I would say it's about 90% likely we are going to be getting a Venom game, especially if they are talking about it like this and they are hinting saying we're going to be listening to the fans. Well, the fans are screaming at you like a 12-year-old girl at Taylor Swift's new theatrical, I can't even say the word right, movie about her concert, right? It's loud. The fans' reaction has been absolutely loud to this. Now, of course, I think this is practically somewhat confirmed at this point. We're going to be getting the game. You would think, again, they have teased this for a couple of months now, and now they're kind of hinting at us saying, yeah, well, if you're loud enough, we're basically going to give it to you. But the thing people got to remember is we're probably not going to get it for a little while. What the next 3 years are going to be is, I would assume, starting in 2024, I think maybe around January, or it'll be at the end of possibly December in 2023, we will be getting Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC of some sort, you would presume. Again, I actually made a separate video talking about what I think this DLC will be about, but in that video I do say I think it will be quite a bit shorter than the 3 DLC pack we got in Marvel Spider-Man. Of course, I could be very much wrong about this, but I think what they'll do is, instead of releasing a small DLC 3 times, they'll just give us one medium-sized DLC. And then, of course, we know the next thing we will be getting is Marvel's Wolverine. Again, Wolverine was teased a couple of years ago, I believe, or maybe, I think, yeah, a year or two ago at a games conference where we did get a small little teaser trailer. We knew the game was in pre-production at that stage and a couple things had been done. We do now know by a couple of tweets from Insomniac employees themselves that they have fully moved on to full production now on the Marvel's Wolverine game, and the game will be progressing nicely. We're definitely not going to be getting it next year, I don't believe, but I think there is a huge chance maybe at the end of 2025 we do actually get this. We're going to keep in mind how we're scaling this. It took them about 4 to 5 years to make Marvel Spider-Man 2, which was a 20-hour story. But in that time, it took them, they were working on Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales as well, which took them about 2 years for an 8-hour story. So if we're going to assume that they're obviously not working on another game, which would probably be Marvel's Venom for the time being, and that full production is going to be on Marvel's Wolverine, which full production was never on Marvel Spider-Man 2 until Miles Morales was released, keep in mind. So if we're going to presume this, I think the Wolverine game will be about 2 to 3 years away. We won't have to wait till 4 to 5 years for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm going to say 2 to 3 years, and we'll get a nice, hopeful 15 to 20 hour story, which would be awesome. And then I think while that's being created, they will have started pre-production on a potential Venom game. The Venom game could follow very similar suit to Miles Morales. I don't think the Venom game will be a 15 to 20 hour game. I would be I would love if it was, but I think they know the fans would still rather a Marvel Spider-Man 3 if it meant, you know, that they didn't have to wait 10 years while a 20-hour Venom game was being made and 20-hour Wolverine game was being made. So in saying how I think they're going to go about this, I legitimately do think that the Venom game will probably be an 8 to 12 hour story, very similar to how the Miles Morales game will be. And you'd assume it takes someplace, probably in New York, what we've already gotten. So they're probably already halfway created it, really. But in saying that, who's going to be the villain? Who's going to be the new Venom? And also, how are they going to get Venom back, considering he's supposed to be dead at the end of Marvel Spider-Man 2? So again, there's a lot of questions. Of course, the villain will probably be Carnage. We know that Cletus Cassidy was teased in Marvel Spider-Man 2 side missions. And we know he will probably be the main villain of the DLC. I would assume he would then go on to being in the Venom game. And yeah, really the foundation's already been laid out. You've already got the Venom voice actor there and Tony Todd. You've already got Carnage and all the models set up. There's not a whole lot they really have to do besides make the story and maybe give us some more, I don't know, a new space to work with. I mean, the dream one day, which we've never gotten in movies or I think even modern TV shows or a video game, is actually seeing the home world of the symbiotes. I mean, that would be awesome if they included that in Marvel's Venom. Can they do that in 1 to 2 years? Maybe. Again, they've already got New York, they've already got Venom, and even the gameplay for Venom sorted out. They've already got Carnage, they've got everything already done pretty much. I really don't think it'd be a big task for them to make Marvel's Venom, and I think it'd get them a lot of cash pretty quickly. And yeah, I think it's pretty obvious it's a quick and easy game for them to probably make. Again, hopefully they take that next step though and maybe give us the home world of the symbiotes, and that would be really awesome too if we actually got to see that. So again, I think expect Marvel's Wolverine to come out like end of 2025, early 2026. Venom probably end of 2027. And then, geez, we might even have to see Marvel Spider-Man 3 in like 2030. That might still be quite a far ways away. But hey, if we get those awesome games in the meantime, I think that it will definitely be worth the wait. Again, I think a lot of people would be very much excited at that. But as I said, there's not really a whole lot for them to do for Venom 3, for the Venom game. Sorry, they've literally already got everything. They've got New York there. They've got Venom, the voice actor, the gameplay already sorted out. They've got Carnage and the game and the voice actors and everything sorted out there. Again, there's not much for them to do, but I think seeing that symbiote homeworld would be a really cool idea. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Would you guys like to see a Venom game, or would you guys not? I'd very much like to know. Subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/Long channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.